Good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. I'm your host, Keith Parris. I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. Good morning. Yeah, don't know what the fight to do with my head. That's okay. We get a call, we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Debo.
Top of the morning, sir. Top
Good
of
morning,
the
Jermaine.
Good morning, that's it.
What's happening, Clark? Hey,
Fool.
hey. It's all good. It's all good. Bucks play tonight.
Yes,
The Warriors
sir.
tonight, right?
Yeah, they played Tuesday night and beat New York.
But they have the
They play
Warriors.
tonight. They play Golden State tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
Fires are form.
Yeah.
Hey man, but you know who is kind of surprising me in the sports world? Philly, man.
I haven't seen Philly play
Ooh,
yet.
that cat VJ, man, is nice.
I haven't seen him play yet.
Yeah, VJ, nice, man.
Seen Cleveland, Detroit, Boston, Milwaukee. Chicago was
look
like
good.
4-0. Well,
Yeah.
but man, come on, man.
Well, no,
It's beginning
I
of
mean,
the season.
well, no, it is the beginning of the season, but I'm talking about as far as the chemistry amongst those
Yeah,
players, man,
first
like
four
how they
games,
play.
you can't
Yeah,
do
but
that.
I mean, but
And why
man,
we
look
would-
at Boston. Boston with 1-4.
Yeah, because
They just won.
their
last
best
night.
player is out,
Yeah,
and then they gave up two key players.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah. Let me do this. I went for the first time ever. I went to Velma's corned beef.
On Appleton. So which one? A Capital?
And man, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I Jake's always, and then House of Corned Beef.
But Jake's ain't the same. No more.
Well, nothing is the same, man.
Said nothing is the same.
You ain't the same.
Man,
No, I'm the same, bro.
I'm so tired of you, old brother. You know it ain't like it was
No,
in
but you know
'94.
how- See, but you know how?
Of course, it's not because it ain't '94.
No, but you know how you just look for that. Like the ones you tasted, once you look for that constant taste. Like
Do you think your taste buds change with age?
I do believe they do change somewhat, but recipes. A recipe is a recipe.
Yeah, but your taste buds, the chemistry is going to be very different.
Yeah, but if you use Lawry's compared to using any other, you'll be able to tell if it's Lawry's and it's. You know what I mean?
But anyway,
Nice segue, Keith. Yeah,
It's
but
okay.
anyway.
Anywho, meanwhile,
Yeah.
back at the ranch.
as the adults begin to have this conversation, no, it was actually quite good.
Yeah.
And I mean, people. I wanted a Reuben, and
I've never had a Reuben.
Yeah, I wanted a Reuben. I don't know why I wanted a Reuben.
Did you get the Reuben?
Yep.
So
it was good.
So what's the difference between
Light on the kraut.
That's it?
No, I was light on the kraut. But other than
No,
that,
well, that's what makes the Reuben, the cheese and the kraut.
yeah, Swiss cheese,
Really?
sauerkraut, and then Thousand Island dressing.
Yeah.
I mean, but they use the same meat.
Yeah, still corned beef.
Yeah, still corned beef.
But okay. So it's just the different sauces what makes it a Reuben.
The sauce,
compared to
the cheese,
Well,
and
part
the
of your
kraut.
taste bud problem is you don't know what you eating.
No, it's corned beef
You
sandwich.
might be thinking you eat
Corned
chicken,
beef.
and it's rabbit. It's rabbit or monkey.
Please don't bring the monkey back up, man. Boy, did my cousin light me up when I got home.
Oh, man.
So you think you eat
Then she
chicken?
called my
Yeah,
mama.
you think you
My
eat
mama
something
called,
else,
Why you do your cousin like that? Pat that girl over there like that.
Well, I can tell you, obviously they're related, but lamb and goat taste similar.
I've never had lamb.
Yeah, one because
Never had goat.
here you go, right? So the contradiction sometimes, it may be because I'm such a into
What?
Never mind.
maybe lose my
Yeah,
thoughts
us.
about
No,
that
you were
dude
saying
up there.
Lamb and goat.
Yeah, lamb and goat. I
Lamb and
don't forget. No, I know what it was. So on Easter,
The Lamb of God.
we had lamb. We did lamb one Easter, and my rationale for doing lamb that Easter was that Jesus was a Jew, so he wasn't eating ham, and we have so many poke dishes. For some folks, that's the last official day you can eat chitlins. You got to retire them for the summer. But yeah, man, we do pork and Jesus didn't eat pork. But you know,
Well, no,
that
Keith,
little thing.
I've always been told that you only eat chitlins with munch that have R in them.
But why would you
After
even
that,
eat chitlins?
you don't.
Why would you even eat chitlins? That's why.
Well, that too. That's a whole different discussion. I'm just saying. But then I just did that ham, ribs. You know,
Hold on,
Um,
Jack.
I know. You know,
Hold on.
dude. But
Ribs.
I always thought that was a bit of a contradiction. But you know, there I am sweating. You know, the little things where there's something really bigger than this. But yeah, one year we did that, and then one year we did an uncured ham. I don't know if you've ever had that. That's kind of almost like a roast.
Uncured?
Uncured ham. Yep.
So sickly.
hmm?
Sick, man.
So sick.
So sickly, huh? Gotta cure that
Prayed
thing.
for by a Baptist.
Wow.
You gotta cure that thing.
Sickly ham.
Brother, can you come in here and pray for this ham?
Does it need to be
It
cured?
need to be cured because he obviously prayed for it and wasn't cured. So
Uncured ham.
It didn't receive its
the
healing.
sickly
Amen.
ham. That is the sickliest little piece of ham.
Dude, Debo looked at me like Debo. That look was
He was uncured and he was sick.
oh,
So
Do a medical diagnosis on the
So
ham.
you say it's more like you prepared like a roast, or
No, yeah, because you don't. It's not cooked like the hams that you get from Honey Baked and other hams. Those hams are already cooked.
well, no, I mean, well, I guess to some extent, but
Yeah,
you
they
still get those that are not cooked with the bone in.
No, they're still cooked. That ham is cured and cooked. All you doing is warming it up.
So every ham, shanked in ham or whatever that you may buy, shank in or what have you, is cooked.
Yes,
oh wow.
already. That's why some people struggle. Like you don't cook the ham. Like they'll tell you
So you're just heating the ham.
you're heating the ham, and then you don't want to overheat it because
Yeah,
you can
it
dry it
dried
out.
Yeah.
You know, so you just, and a lot of times, depending on when you get that honey
What'd
baked
you
ham,
say?
you just leave it out.
Would you say, what your name is, Clark? Never mind. I thought as a chef, I thought he was trying to say something.
No,
Wow,
you
I never knew that.
yeah, we and you dry it all out, but that ham is already cooked.
So when you put it in the oven, how long do you supposed to cook it? What,
Just
15
let it
minutes?
warm. You know,
Let
you
it
don't
warm.
want it hot. You just
You
want
want it
it to
warm.
get the chill off of it. Man, it ain't nothing like some light bread
Oh, talk to me.
and some Miracle Whip
Talk to me.
and ham.
Fried ham.
Oh, you do the fried ham?
Yes, sir. For breakfast, chop that thing up.
Well, now when I was a little guy down south,
Whew,
when I
fried
was
egg.
in the south,
Fried egg and ham.
that red, what they call red eye gravy
Yeah,
that you
red-eye
get
gravy,
from
yeah.
that cured
Yeah,
ham, man,
yeah.
and put it in the skillet. And,
Ooh,
man,
Man.
that's some good eating there, man.
especially
So,
especially like Christmas morning.
what happened to your little mate? Every time you mention down south, man, I think of your little buddy, your playmate all summer that y'all ate.
Oh, the chicken,
You ever hear him tell that story?
Nah.
2-piece snack.
Tell. You
Oh,
call him two piece.
I think anybody that's been on the farm, if you're a kid, the chickens, because you have chickens there that are there for eggs, right? You have the hens, obviously you had a rooster, and then you have I think they call spring chickens, and those would be the chickens that people would cook. So my aunt was gonna do chicken, and I had been playing with this little chicken in the yard, man, I mean for a minute, and
You hear that, Jermaine? He was out there playing with the chicken.
Was playing with the chicken.
hey
Okay.
man, I was an only child. I didn't have anything else.
Your aunt didn't have any children?
No,
Wow.
Hmm.
no, they were older. They were elderly.
Oh,
Okay.
So yeah, it was just me, man. That's my cousins from across the road. They were kids, so I could go across the road
Yeah.
and play with them.
Wow.
Yeah, caller, welcome to the program.
Yeah, I'm cooking the ham.
You cooking a ham?
Yeah,
Okay.
boil it.
Boil it.
Boil it for about an hour and a half. Just to boil all the salt out of it.
Mm.
Okay?
Then why'd you buy the ham?
You don't want the salt.
That's
No,
what makes it tasty. It's cured.
I know you ain't gonna boil it all out, but it won't be so salty.
Oh.
Okay, and it's gonna be juicy.
Mm.
So you got a ham that you bought from the store
Right.
that's already cooked, and
Trust
then you
me.
cook it and you boil it again for an hour?
Hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. Depending on how big it is.
Man, I want to taste this ham.
Hey,
My
this
sister,
is big
my
and balanced.
sister boiled it, but then she stopped boiling it. Because
Whoa.
I know people that boil it and put a can of beer in there or put a 7-Up in there, put a can of soda in there.
Yeah.
No, I have saw that.
So,
I don't know
Now
what
you-
the 7-Up does to it, but I have saw it.
It breaks down the enzymes in the meat and makes it just a little more tenderer.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
but
make it tender.
tender on ham.
Very juicy. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
so the acid in the soda is what eats at
The
okay.
enzymes in the meat, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense because I saw people use Sprite too. They'll,
Right, that's
pour
a
whole
7-Up
bunch
or
of
Sprite, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
Okay, now
it makes sense.
whether ham is cooked depends on the type. Most store-bought ham is pre-cooked and safe to eat cold.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
fresh ham must be cooked before eating.
Yeah.
Mm.
I cook all of them. I boil all of them.
Okay.
Mm.
So what's considered fresh ham? Like just killed it?
Right.
Now, according to Michigan State, you can identify. It's important to identify the difference between fully cooked and uncooked ham to prevent foodborne illnesses.
Mm.
Do you ever wonder if you need to cook a ham or if you can eat it straight out the cooler without cooking? We buy ham from the deli and we don't need to cook it, which can be confusing. The answer is short. If it is cured, smoked or baked, ham is considered pre-cooked and would not
Yeah.
technically need to be cooked. This includes ham that is purchased at the deli. In fact, most ham that is sold to consumers is already cured, smoked, or baked. As a
Yeah.
deli meat, it can be eaten right out of the refrigerator, but other hams are typically reheated for improved flavor and texture. You can also buy fresh ham, and it would have to be cooked prior to eating.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right. Try it one time.
Yeah,
Trust me.
and this Trichinella spiralis is a parasite found in pork, but its presence is minimal because processing plants must follow USDA guidelines to kill the parasite. Regardless, Michigan State University Extension recommends that proper food safety practices should be followed when handling ham. For instance, storing it in a refrigerator at 40 degrees Fahrenheit, not leaving it out at room temperature for more than 2 hours, or cooking and reheating according to the directions above. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see.
So what about barbecuing?
Like when you do it on the grill, I think
Yeah.
you would need a fresh ham.
So you need a fresh
Okay.
ham to do it on the grill.
For your barbecue meat, you put it in some water and pour some vinegar over it. You let it sit 15 to 30 minutes.
I hate vinegar in food. But can you taste the vinegar after it's done?
Nope,
You
you
should
rinse
cook
the
it out.
vinegar.
You
You
should
rinse
cook
it
it
off once you take it out of the vinegar.
Okay.
Because there was a place I went to, and my mom used to use a vinegar as a vinegar based thing as a sop for ribs.
Yeah.
And this guy, I went to this place in Evanston to get and got ribs, and I brought them back, and I could taste the vinegar. I don't
Yeah.
like the taste of vinegar in ribs.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I like the smoked taste.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you get. So, but some people like Rhonda makes great sop marinade. I mean, when you go in and use wine,
Mm.
and because one year, yeah, she had like the different herbs in there,
Mm.
and yeah, we slow cooked them. But yeah, that is like a hot dog. You know, you basically warming a hot dog. I know people at a picnic burn mine up,
Yeah, Doc.
and
Burn
you
it
be
up.
going like, dude, come on, man.
Brimstone. I need my hot dog.
Really?
Brimstone.
I like a little you know, like a little grilled char on it, but you know, you don't need to burn it up.
See, because it's still juicy if you cook it right.
It's pre-cooked. It's taken care of.
But
you
some
just
people
heating
can
it
cook
up.
the juice up out that time.
Man, when you mess up a hot dog,
they
I'm just saying,
grill it
man.
too long.
Yeah, and now I'm really mindful of because the cost of beef.
Yeah.
So we get a piece of beef. I was at Munzel and around to one of the roasts, and it just so happened that they had just slaughtered this champion steer, and so the roast that we got from that man was oh my god, it was yeah. All right, man.
All right, I cook all my meat in
You cook
vinegar.
all your meat.
No, I don't cook it. I soak it in vinegar, then rinse it off and cook it.
So you do it in the vinegar to make it more what tender or okay? Because you know there's like if you're doing ribs, there's a school of thought that some people like especially baby backs that's falling off the bone.
Jack,
Other people like a little bit of texture so they don't fall off the bone. You know, it's just
I want it to fall off the bone. I'm gonna pull that bone right out.
I did some spare ribs and I literally cooked those bad boys for like 3.5 hours. It was falling off the bone. Yeah.
Really? So did you marinate it first?
No, I had I used T's rub and I use his rub and I mix it with olive oil and a little red wine and then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I put the rub on.
I do a lot of cooking with wine. I mean, I
put that taste.
Yeah,
it's a certain taste to it.
There was a guy. This place, I'm trying to remember it. It's a different name now. You know, right across the street from Sherman Park on Burleigh, there's a bar there.
Yeah. On the
it's right there on the corner.
Burleigh's on the left side.
Yeah, if I'm coming this way.
Yeah.
And they used to do a barbecue chicken.
Oh,
dude.
Oh,
that barbecue chicken was woo.
Wow.
And guy used to deliver. We lived on 46th and Burleigh.
Yeah.
And my wife will tell you that our first official meal when we got married was Chester's chicken from the gas station.
yeah.
Right there on Sherman and Burleigh.
Yeah.
And then so then after that, this place, so I'm trying to remember the name of the place. And this dude had barbecue chicken. He delivered and he brought it one day. I was on the sidewalk. He said, "Damn, man, let me get out the car."
You met him at
I met him at the door. I opened up on the driver's side. But his whole barbecue sauce was, he said, you know, I use wine.
Yeah.
And man,
Oh,
man. Yeah, that was good. And I like there used to be a place in Washington called Holly Farms Chicken. And Holly Farms had big poultry plants, but then they also had Holly Farms chicken would be like Popeyes.
Oh, okay.
But they did a barbecue chicken. Man,
amazing, huh?
dude, and we be coming, you know, from the club.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, please.
Yeah. You eat everything,
dude. And they were open 24 hours a day, and I'm a cancer, right? So once it's part of my habit, it's my habit.
Right.
I mean, we would literally get up in the morning to go and buy that barbecue chicken, right? In the morning. That barbecue chicken was so good.
Whoa.
Man. And you know, they deep fry it, the whole thing, and then put the sauce on there, man. And you know what? It's not too bad. Golden Chicken's barbecue chicken is not too bad.
It's not bad.
The only problem is though, and I understand because I know I think sometimes you overcook chicken.
Yeah.
You gotta be real careful.
Yeah.
There's a balance between making sure it's done
and
then not overcooking it. But man, yeah. So those are my spots. All right, man. Well, thank you for that.
All right, take care. God bless and say hi to everybody. Good Lord of butter.
All right, man.
Man, you know who got some good barbecue chicken? Mission's Barbecue.
Yeah, I heard their truck crashed.
I don't know, but
I went to someplace.
I went to their brick and mortar
out on Blue Mountain.
Yeah, what's it like 108th or something?
No, it's deeper than that.
No, it's like 100
on Blue Mountain.
No, this one this one that I went
Greenfield?
to is like it's like 108th. It's like 108th and National. It's past
Oh yeah, that's
108th
Greenfield, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
No, or West
man, they
Dallas.
chicken is they
I
bark.
gotta try it because I know they
Ooh.
have one out on Blue Mountain Road.
Really?
Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Keith. How are you?
I'm good, Angela. How are you?
I'm all right.
Turn the radio off.
Turn
I
the radio
am.
down there.
I did. So, is y'all topic today is on food?
Well, it is now.
Okay. Well,
You know what? It's the two F's that we primarily focus on: food and funerals.
yeah, I know. Yeah, yep.
Food and funeral, man. We be on that.
The whole hour that you be on, it'd be one or the other.
Man.
But no, I was just calling to say good morning to you all.
Good morning.
And you all have a blessed weekend. Good morning, Mr. Rideout.
Good morning, Angela. Good morning.
Oh, look at that.
And I love you. Good morning, Mr. Devo. I love you too. And good morning, Keith. I love you.
Thank you, Angela.
Love you, Angela.
Good
All
morning.
right, you all have a good weekend.
All right.
All right, take care.
Caller, welcome to the program. I'm sorry. Let me do this better. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Rick. What's happening?
I told you to leave that chicken alone.
It be calling my name, man. It be calling my name. Chicken's like crack. It just be calling my name, dude.
You don't want to live to get old.
I never thought when I was a kid we ate so much chicken. I was like, when I'm grown, I ain't eating no more chicken. Wrong.
Have a good day,
All
fellas.
right, man. Appreciate you, man.
And you can prepare chicken, man. It's just so many ways that it's kind of like a mainstay.
It is. And here's the little backstory on mock chicken legs I did not know, because they do it in Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Milwaukee, Chicago. They said the reason why they came up with mock chicken legs was that the price of chicken was high, and that what they used to make the mock chicken legs was cheaper than chicken. Wow.
Mock is not real anyway.
Well, no, that's veal and something else in
It
there.
was
isn't
veal
it?
and beef, right?
It ain't chicken.
Well, no, but I guess because it looked like it, that's where the mock comes from. They shape it.
Well,
like
the way
a
they shaped
leg.
it and put that little
Yeah.
stick in it. Yeah.
Still
I think oh, that's right. You went to Greenfield, so y'all didn't have that.
we didn't have the stick, but we had the mock chicken legs.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. On Thursdays?
Oh, you had a day.
Yeah, look, Fridays was pizza.
They probably were subsidized by MPS.
Or y'all was probably subsidized by us.
No, Greenville ain't subsidized MPS.
I'm gonna tell you,
Because we had some good food.
I know what the attendants look like at Parkman on mock chicken leg day.
Yeah, Doc.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, the school was packed. We know they had that many students. Two days that you always knew it was gonna be packed at Parkman.
Man, do we used
Mock
to
chicken
have-
leg day,
and
and then
pizza?
and then assembly day.
Oh.
Because our assemblies was off the chain, dude. I mean, man, we
I remember
be having
assemblies.
grown folks
I remember
assemblies.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So we had first time saw Kothi
Yeah.
was at Parkman.
Yeah. I saw them at Our Avenue, though.
Yeah, I
Do
saw
they
them.
still do that in school?
I don't know if they still. I don't know.
Assemblies?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they do.
Fern was really young. It was like she was
Yeah.
really just starting out with the
Man, it
Kothi.
was, and it was perfect because Parkman was so Afrocentric. That was just, man. They used to have this review, and it was like the Junior Temptations.
Yeah.
Those dudes, and you know they like those dudes. So you got these screaming junior high school girls. You know, they just losing their mind
Yeah.
on the Junior Temps, and then you began to find out that girls like athletes and entertainers,
And entertainers, yeah.
Mhm.
and I was neither. So
There he goes again.
I'm just saying, man, I got to revisit my pain. I'm sorry. I just
You
got
carried it for so long.
Thank you, man, for letting me just unburden myself, between, oh my God, man. I would tell you, man, 13 sucks.
Was Mr. Belcher there when you were there?
Yes, Mr. Belcher. That's 13. I don't know what 13 was like for you, but 13 sucked, man. It was
I think it
hard.
sucked for Clark. He was telling me yesterday. He said you had to take what you could get.
Hey, and what do you take when you can't get? What you-
A rape charge.
No, church stalking. Yes, church stalking. That is the most religious young man I've ever met in my whole life. He's
Good,
13.
pure young man.
Pure
Just
young
pure.
They only knew what you had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so nah, man, I ain't got nothing but love, for teenagers. Because I'm gonna tell you, dude, now I don't know what 13 was like for you, but 13 sucked.
Man, I lovely at 13.
It
Trust
was
me.
great for you at 13.
Oh yeah.
Man, woo! Couldn't wait to get the 14. Couldn't wait to get the 14.
Yeah,
That was pretty tough. It didn't get that much better. You're listening to Community Voice.
This guy been carrying
He
this
ready
weight
for a
for
break.
a long time.
Man,
I've been running for Jesus for a long time.
I'm not tired yet.
This cat.
Oh, I'm tired.
He tired.
I'm tired. I've been carrying
I
this bird
stand
too long.
I can't stand it. No more.
Too long carrying this bird. So thank you.
Wow, Keith. My
This
goodness,
dude
man.
here, man. This
And
dude.
truth be told, some of y'all out there carrying some burdens.
And they tired too, ain't they?
And I know you're tired. You listen to Community Voice. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Keith Parris.
All right, welcome back. And the phone line's open 414-444-5250, 414-444-5250. I'm, I've obviously I have a responsibility to kind of watch the news, and I, with the whole shutdown, and how do you I know how we got to this point, and I do think that and I know I shouldn't say this as relates to Snap, but it's a game of chicken at this point, and between the Dems and the Republicans, see who will blink first. There is some senators who are meeting now trying to work out a compromise. The question that I ask myself is it worth the fight? And are people being put in harm's way? Because I don't know those people who will be getting their healthcare premiums. They're beginning to get notices now. If just so people kind of understand where we are, when they did the big beautiful bill, Michelle did a great job this morning explaining part of what it is that you cut taxes. So if you're not bringing in the revenue, how do you pay for the programs, right? I mean, how do you pay for government? That's defense. Defense is the biggest part of the budget, and then personnel and all these services that Americans are used to and that they depend on. You look at, there's folks who are going to financially be hurt once they begin to look at what the cost of their health care premium is going to be, because they basically gutted that part of those subsidies that people could get. Those subsidies were put into place during COVID, but what it did was it brought down the cost of health insurance. There are a lot of people who would otherwise have retired, but they're not 65 yet, and then their job might offer health insurance. And it doesn't matter the age, but obviously the older you get, the more you're dependent on the health system. But one of the reasons why they went and they offered health insurance by employers was if we have healthy employees, they can come to work and they can be productive. More and more companies, if they are offering you health insurance, the cost of it is sometimes really high. You have when I worked for the county, you didn't have to contribute, I think, to your health premium until you hit a certain salary threshold. And so basically the county was providing you health insurance. And so Saturday, one of the casualties, now some of the casualties we're already seeing, is federal employees who won't be paid. Now, for people out there who are just saying, well, that's just a part of it. Those are government people and they lost their jobs. So what? A lot of people believe they don't do nothing anyway. Okay. Until you need that particular government service. And then you just find out, first of all, how professional, how knowledgeable many, not all, many of these folks are. And you don't miss something until it's gone. When Michelle and I first met, that was about the time that they started doing the Affordable Care Act that had just been enacted, and Republicans then had started trying to repeal the Affordable Care Act. And but I remember saying to Michelle, once you give Americans a benefit, it's hard to pull that benefit back. when Social Security first was enacted in 1935, obviously Republicans are against it because what's going to happen is, how do you support a Social Security system? Taxes, right? Uh, and so corporations, and then I'm thinking, I don't know if we were still at 100% where people were for the rich in terms of how they were being taxed. So, of course, Republicans have always pushed back on social programs because social spending, other than the military, costs money. And so you need taxes. And if you make more money, you pay more in taxes. So when they put together this tax bill was doing nothing but to benefit rich folks, right? And I think Michelle used the term, it says, been the biggest transfer of wealth in the history of the American people. And so the people then who benefit from that tax bill are not people like you and I. And so part of how they're paying for that was, or not pay for it, was, well, we just cut those subsidies. Here's the interesting piece about those subsidies. Red states are states that are really dependent on those subsidies. So it does impact those GOP representatives and senators from those red states because they have a significant number of people who depend on the Affordable Care Act, i.e. the subsidies, okay, which helps them then pay a lower health care premium. But in the immediate fallout is that if this is not resolved by Saturday, and it doesn't look like at this point it will be, that people who are dependent on the SNAP program, they're going to begin to feel it because there are going to be no benefits on their cards. And it's already saying that most people will run out of food stamps 8 days before their next allotment. So that means that their ability to buy food in that area, you got to figure out how to do it. And at the same time, with all that going on, prices are rising. So in spite of the president running around talking about how hot our economy is, that is not the reality. Like, we have no clue to what the jobs look like or what jobs were created in September because of the shutdown. The people who will be the Office of Labor Statistics that does the job reports every month, there's nobody there to do it. And trust me, I don't think the Trump administration wants anybody there doing it because the news is not going to be good. I saw a report where Amazon is laying off 10,000 white-collar jobs because they're going to become more and more dependent on AI. Michelle was just telling me that UPS has looked at letting go a significant number of people nationwide. So with these job cuts, people losing their employment, right? That's another piece of taxes that are not going to be collected because these folks are not working. And so we're going to begin to really feel the impact of that big, beautiful bill, right? In terms of, we already have, removed X amount of revenues that would come into the government. And now people who would be paying taxes are not going to be paying taxes because they don't have a job. So, you're watching how all these things are kind of lining up, and you're seeing it, and you got a person who is clueless, or let me say clueless. They're stuck on one thing: how they and their friends can make money at the expense of the people who voted for Donald Trump. That's the kicker. The people who were more apt to support Donald Trump now are being negatively impacted by the policies, and certainly the fiscal policies that he's putting into place. He don't care, and I'm not going to say this, you have folks who don't, in the Congress, who have no sense of urgency because they still getting paid. Senators and representatives are still getting paid. Now, I don't know if their staff is getting paid, but they're still getting paid. So you're not sitting up feeling that pain. that the people are going to feel November the 1st. So the only thing that's going to increase urgency is political pressure. And this is why, look, the Republicans have shut down congressional town hall meetings because people are showing up expressing their displeasure, because they're beginning to see now, and that's the other piece of it. See, somebody pimped your emotions because you sit up and thought, oh, it was great that we're going to deal with immigration, until you realize that immigration is more complicated than people just coming across the border, because these folks coming across the border are supportive of the farm system, right? Allegedly, Trump was upset when they went to farms and started rounding up undocumented folks who are working agriculture. Allegedly, he's upset that they went in and raided that plant in Georgia, that South Korean plant, and they sent the folks back. And then at the same time, we're talking about all these people who are going to make investments in America, and we're bringing jobs back to America. Hey, y'all, here's a reality. I have 2 words for you. AI. AI is going to do more to have impact on employment in this country, because once you can mechanize it, then what's the need for physical labor? That's where we are. So you got technology going on. You have people who are not saying, we need to take care of these folks who are going to be displaced because of the economy, because we're not putting money into those type of social safety net programs, retraining programs, all these different pieces. There's a reason why white males are angry, because in some ways, white males, if they're not going to college, getting advanced degrees, the jobs they used to be able to go and get, they're not going to be able to go and get. So what do we deal with that? And that's always been that issue for black men or black and brown men, and so when you look at, like, and I hope I'm not being overly stereotypical here, but look at who's doing the roofing in the city. See a lot of black people doing roofing? I don't.
Now, I do have a friend that has a roofing company.
Okay.
His own, but he's black owned, but that's the only one I know.
Right.
Everybody else,
I'm just saying, going to work for a roofing company.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I'm not saying that the guys who come in and work are taking your jobs, because I don't think a lot of black men are signing up to be roofers.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a generation, the one thing about a lot of these folks who come in and work these jobs is that they're used to manual work.
Yeah.
Common talked about this, man. We've been standing on the corner for 9 hours. You know what it is to go in and have to use your hands, to get out and do work. One of the cool things, if you work construction, is you stand out there all day, but the flag people, because the people that are doing the flag and direct, they doing pretty well.
Yeah, but they get paid like 30-something.
Right. You out there now, you're in the elements.
But
and so we've had at least 2 generations that's just not used to that.
Yeah.
And now how you gonna eat?
Man, listen, this was about 5-6 years ago. I worked with my good friend Aaron Cunningham, and he has a roofing business. And when I tell you, it looks easy.
Oh, it ain't.
But it's not. Carrying those shingles up the ladder. It's heavy. Just taking the shingles off the roof, the cleanup with the nails and
you gotta do
all
the
of
magnet.
it. It's a lot, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
But I'm gonna tell you, people do it. When we got our roof done, it was right the week before Thanksgiving, and we had Thanksgiving dinner. But people, they started, but it snowed.
Oh yeah, so they had stopped.
So they had to stop.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. Once the snow stops falling, they're back out there on the roof.
And it was cold, bro. Yeah.
And it's cold.
It's cold. Yeah.
Or you out there in the summertime. It's hot. So when people out there, and those dudes who are doing the roof, I did the math on it. Actually, I looked it up, and I was surprised that the average roofer is making about $15, $16 an hour.
Yep.
Yep. It ain't, relatively speaking, it's not a lot, but they're out there dealing with the elements.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where we are. John, I didn't.
Hey, he knew who I was before I picked it up. How you doing, Joe?
He's a prophet. He's a prophet, Joe.
Yeah, man, I could just sense John's presence. What's happening, man?
I'm doing good. That last thing you said about roofing, man, I did roofing. It is really hard.
Yeah,
It is, especially on a hot summer day with tar. If you do the tar version,
yeah,
Yep.
man.
I was up on top of the factory. It's tough. And carrying those big buckets of tar and the big ladder, I did it the old-fashioned way with my friend who employed me. I don't know how I did it. It was just incredible.
Yeah.
But on the economics, I've been doing some deep, drilling in the AI. Have you ever tried to have a conversation with AI? It is really tough. Have you ever tried this? Having a question and answer session?
No, I should talk to him about being 13, but I have not.
Okay. Well, I was going through what exactly is dynamic scoring. So what is your impression of dynamic scoring versus static scoring?
My understanding of it is dynamic scoring as there's the static is that they can attach possible growth to a particular policy and or bill, right? So when the argument that was being made was that Democrats were using static growth, Republicans was using dynamic growth, right?
More or less.
So
More or less, right?
but it's what would you call it? It's a projection based on economic assumptions that may or may not materialize. Is that about it?
Yeah. One's saying I'm taking a pile of dough and putting it over here. Now you don't have any possible psychological impact, and we're just fighting over a pile of dough. Whereas economics is not just a pile of dough over here and a pile of dough over there. Now it's a whole bunch of other new opportunities that are opening up, and it ends up, it's very similar to that little 2% the guy was talking about at the top of the hour. That little 0.5% is 50 basis points. Now, I don't remember his exact number, and that's trillions of dollars. That little tiny 50% of a percent is just millions and millions of dollars. So that impacts everything. That's just the interest rate. So every percentage of dollar you have, if you have an extra $100 in your pocket, your mind is different. And then if you have an extra $1,000, your mind is different. Now, if you can hire a guy, your mind is completely different if you have 1,000 or 10,000 extra. Now, this is not trickle down. This is a fountain head up. There's no trickle down theory. There's no such thing as a trickle down theory.
Yeah, just to kind of, are you saying now that the big beautiful bill is getting a bad rap because people are doing static as opposed to dynamic scoring of that bill?
On the supply side, yes, but on the demand side, we can always debate how to spend money. That's an endless debate. So we always have to discriminate. What part of the bill are we arguing about the spending side and all of the programs you were always talking about, this is a worthy argument. And you and I have talked about how you actually fund social programs. That's a distinct question. If we can actually separate those two issues, we can have a rational debate. But then the supply side is you're transferring wealth. You're not transferring wealth. You're letting, if I sell you a pizza and I give you back a $50 bill, and a week ago I would have charged you $100. I didn't transfer money.
It is a transfer of wealth. Who's the major beneficiary of this tax bill?
If it's their money, it's their money.
Who?
If a guy, I was just saying, if I charge you $100 today and next week I say, don't worry, Keith, I'm only charging you $50. I didn't give you $50. I charged you less.
No, but if revenue that was otherwise going to be collected is not collected, it remains in the pocket, because if that tax bill had not been put in place, those are revenues that would have been collected for the government. So when that is the transfer, because that money based on the money that they were making, and there would be a tax on it, and that tax would then go into the federal coffers, then to be able to support the programs.
Right, but he didn't give the guy, he took less from the taxpayer.
Same difference. Same difference.
One is actually handing money that I had to you, whereas if I took less from you, that's not transferring you. That's a play on words.
Well, and that's what you're doing. You're playing on words.
No,
but here's the thing.
I charge you
People
less,
are not paying
giving you money.
So do you think, well, and I guess this would be a rather subjective question, are corporate people paying their fair share?
Well, that's a separate question. You're
No,
right.
no.
That's a distinct question.
No, because I think the answer would be no, but here's the caveat to that. But you have a bill now that says, well, we're not going to collect that money. We would have collected that money because basically those tax cuts, all they did was made them permanent and not sunset them.
Well, we know that's not going to be permanent. This is never permanent. But
because at some point you're going to be raising taxes. It's coming back. And if people want to feel like, because at some point, we're going to have another Keynesian moment. We had that moment during COVID where government had to put money in. But if you begin to look at some of these economic indicators, certainly the job market, and I can't go on the stock market because stock market is not always a reliable indicator of where people are economically. Okay, so you're looking at it. I think Chairman Powell yesterday said that we still have inflation and that the tariffs are contributing. Because here's the piece about the tariffs. Most companies at this point, because they figure, well, he'll come to himself, he'll do the right thing, he'll remove these tariffs. But just even where they are, the percentages right now on the tariffs that are impacting products that we get from China. Okay. Well, at some point, and see, this was a slick little way of saying that we're raising revenue, right? That we're able to go, because a tariff is a tax. So then the American consumer will be taxed because that cost will be passed on to the American consumer at that point. Companies are not going to eat that cost for much longer.
Correct. Now, if what you just said is true, a tariff is a tax. A tax is also a tariff. They're two types of the same thing. It always comes out of the consumer's pocket. No matter what happens, the consumer, you've said in the past, the economy is based on consumption. I used to ask myself, why does he keep saying that? But it's both. Bottom line is when you're getting the first aid operation and you're in the truck running to the hospital, or you're getting a hamburger at the short order cook, that is the basis of economy. When you get that bandage put on, you're in first aid or the first order business. That's where everything starts. When you want your soda right now, or you need an emergency bandage, that's where everything starts, to the lowest order of time and distance from the.
But there's not a lot. We don't do enough production in this country where we can internally depend on America's production. Right.
I agree. Totally.
I mean, we could build more auto plants here, right?
Yeah, but it'd be too expensive.
Expensive, and that's
where Trump is wrong, because he keeps thinking, but he's using that old-fashioned. What's that guy that ran for president a dozen years ago, or what that guy, the third-party guy that kept talking about getting jobs back to America? That goofy,
Anderson,
Ross Perot,
right?
But
Ross Perot was a businessman.
Pat Buchanan, and Pat Buchanan, all these guys are protectionists, so they're wrong to try to think you're going to bring jobs back. On the other hand,
the other thing is putting a tariff, like if China puts a 10% tariff on American cars, not that people want American cars, but if he did, well, the average Chinese can't afford an American car. They can't afford a South Korean car. That like putting a tariff on Vietnam.
And
they can't afford cars.
Making a fool of himself because he's trying to get them to buy American cars and they can't afford it.
They can't afford it. I mean, so even if you didn't have a tariff, you can't sell them there. And then because of Americans' workmanship, a lot of people say we don't want to deal with American goods. So I'm talking about things that are made in America.
Fancy, because it's too fancy for this.
No, I mean, because America also operates with design obsolescence, right? Where you build it.
You really believe that? You really believe that?
Of course, man. Have you bought a light bulb? Have you bought a light bulb lately?
I know they burn out, but you talk about the
no. So part of what we do now is you get a light bulb that can last 10 years.
Yeah, supposedly they do burn out, but yeah,
eventually. But I have some. It used to be that every spring and fall I'd have lights right outside the garage door, and I'd have to go out and change those lights. I haven't changed those lights in 3 years.
Oh, okay. I got
So
some
what
of
I'm
those
saying
new
is
fancy ones that last.
that certain things you want from America, but a lot of the stuff that people say is American goods are not even built in America.
Right.
Apple
It's the worldwide network.
is an American company, but their devices are not built in America.
There's very little built exclusively in one spot.
Right. So when people, that's kind of where we are, and because if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. I'm at a break, John. Let me get on up, man. Appreciate you, but thank you for the insight.
Thank you.
We good over there, B? Oh no, I'll get Arizona when we come back. I didn't. You're listening. You guys ready? You're listening to Community Voice. We're going to take call. I see you. I'm going to grab you right after the break. We'll be right back. Caller, we thank you for your patience. Welcome to the program.
What's going on, brother?
What's happening, brother?
Man, listen, we are living in the real Jetsons now with the AI. So with the robots
Yep.
that they make, them Tesla robots that they're moving around. That's what was her name? That's Judy, right? No, what was the robot name?
What was her name? Not Betsy.
Was it Betsy?
Was it Betsy?
No, that wasn't the robot name. Nah. But anyway, that's they got them Tesla robots, them Tesla dogs, and now you got these cars the cars electric. We living in the Jetsons. Since you talking about AI, all this stuff they've been talking about years ago, we doing it now, finally.
Hey, but ain't it crazy how years ago we seen cartoons and movies and stuff that's happening?
We thought we would have been did it already.
Rosie. Yeah.
Rosie.
Yeah,
Rosie.
The Jetsons robot's name was Rosie.
So how long ago did that cartoon come out?
Man, at least 30 some years. 30?
No, 50
Jetsons.
Plus. Jetsons came out.
No, the Jetsons.
Yeah, Jetsons came out in the 60s.
Oh, it did. Oh, shoot, yeah. Well, then Jetsons old then.
Now check this out. So you got script writers that's writing stuff like that back then, and people wouldn't have been able to fathom the thought of that is actually happening right now. You got robots that's moving around, that's talking, that's cooking, that's doing all types of
Don't even talk about look at your push button. He used to be exhausted from pushing buttons.
Yeah.
So what are we exhausted from now? Computers.
But check this out, and that makes sense because look at that show, Knight Rider. You got him talking to his watch. Kid, whatever.
But that goes back to the 40s with Dick Tracy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but and also, do you remember what's the movie with Will Smith when he put that thing in? He had that thing in his. Yeah, man. When
did he do AI?
Before,
no, he do AI. He did
no,
iRobot.
What was it? No, not even that. Not iRobot. I'm talking about even before that. Before Google Earth even came out.
What was that?
Enemy of State.
Enemy of State.
That was out years before even Google Earth was out, and we was like, what is he talking about? 10 years later, that came out.
Well, but you got and part of that technology was GPS that was first unveiled during the first Gulf War.
Yeah, but again, that was around that time though.
Right. And then when you think about, I was watching, you can date a movie looking at their mobile phones and what they look like, and where, now everything is the case Apple phone, the Android phone, but it wasn't like that, man. It'd be little plastic phones that it was, because I remember
the screen was they looked like Game Boy.
Two-way paging.
Man, that was going crazy with two-way pages.
Yeah.
Two-way pages, yeah. Two-way pages was good.
Yeah, you had that huge cable box on your side. You was walking around with that cable box on your hip.
And you thought you were doing it, right? Because you needed them big old pants to hold. You need them big old pants. You need them big old pants to hold them up.
How big was your phone, man, in your side?
Oh, it was,
man,
listen,
it was that
Miami Vice.
It was that big black phone that had the cord. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something even crazier. I had the phone with the suitcase.
Okay.
With the suitcase.
So you had the, what was it called? Radio phone.
Radio
phone.
Phone. It was in the car, the suitcase. So when my pager went off, I reached up on the passenger seat and could open that suitcase up.
and Keith,
dude, I was a fool.
And just imagine, brothers is not, like I told Michelle, brothers ain't getting on the roof in Arizona doing 117, 120 on that roof.
Ain't nobody, man. I'm telling you.
Man, the muchachos be up there, man. They be up there for like 3 hours and they not
guess
all
what?
Down.
Our grandfathers would have been up there.
Sure would have.
Because you got to eat.
Yeah.
We done got used to this whole American lifestyle.
Easy.
Yeah, I mean, where you're not doing any kind of physical labor. I mean, are you kidding, man? I was sitting up there looking. I was feeling so bad for my godson, man, because he was out doing the lawn work. And I went like, This Negro is 20 years old. He can work 14 straight hours.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, you gotta, but no, man, America has been moving to become a consumer service-based economy.
Yeah.
And again, when you begin, and that's always the problem with technology. The reason why a whole lot of folks left Mississippi to move north was that with the mechanization of farming, you didn't need those bodies to get out and do like picking cotton, because you just put a machine out there and it would pick the cotton.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but the muchachos could do 2 or 3 roofs.
And that's true.
And then what earthquake say? Man, stop trying to do these roofs too fast. They just gonna give us another roof. I'm just trying to do one roof.
Because
and they do it good.
The house across the street, I just retired, so I ain't got nothing else to do but watch my grass grow. So I'm sitting out on the porch, and I watch these guys come over and do the roof. They got the roof, everything done in 2 days.
Yeah.
Most of them
In 2 days, yeah.
day
2 days,
one,
yeah.
And then they came back
They
to finish
clean
up. They did
Yeah,
the
it was
roof
tear
of the
tear down and put back
They
up.
did the roof of
and
the garage,
and the cleanup.
Right.
And the cleanup.
and then I watched how they took their breaks. Like they take a little break. Their lunch break is a half an hour. They back at work. Now, let me counter that. And again, I don't want to be overly stereotypical. Right across the street from where my sister lives, these brothers are supposed to be painting this house.
We already know what we man.
They're supposed to be painting the house.
Man, they took a break. They took a break before the break.
Wait a minute. They sure did, because they didn't show up till 10 o'clock. Do you know these Negroes took a break at 11 and then broke for lunch at noon?
Yeah.
They just
Got there.
Sound about right.
And again, I'm not being pejorative, I'm just going on what I witnessed. Now, if you just go on your eye and be anecdotal, what's going on here? You know,
what keep, I guess, as in our colored people, we usually, when you take your break, you go get your food. We go get our food, go warm it up, then we take our
start the break. Look, dude, I used to be a manager, supervisor. I know what that looked like. We had another one. Our work rules said you had to be at your desk, prepared to work at the start of your shift. And the union fought this, because we went from now, you have a time. You know, you basically got to punch in. Before that, you never had to punch in. You know what people would do? Because there was a machine right down at the back door at the Cogs building. They would pull up on the parking lot, get out, punch in, go park their car. That's going to take 10 minutes. Then it'll take so now it's 8:20, and they still ain't ready to work. Like, come on, man. No. If you're on time based on Vince Lombardi, you late. And that's a work ethic.
That's CPT time.
Yeah,
Color people time.
That's an attitude about, look, I don't go looking for work. I will be the first one to tell you I don't go looking for work. But when it's time to work, I work. When it said be on time, be on time. Period.
I'm a big advocate of be on time, and I tell people, if they giving $1 million away to be on time, you gonna be broke, and I'm gonna be rich.
Well, but you know,
I'm on time.
You got people who now people be on time for what they want to be on time for.
Yeah, but you don't know you're getting that $1 million. So that's why I like to come 10 minutes early. I hate rushing, then start work. I wanna relax into working.
My God,
I just don't want to just straight get to work.
She would always just cut it. So she knew she'd get every ounce of sleep, every moment of sleep. She would get up. She had a routine. Boom, boom, boom. She out the door, right? You need to factor in there could be traffic.
They ain't got traffic. They the only one on the road.
Yeah, there could be. There could all these things that can happen. You know, when you take enough time. I'm really into time efficiency. You know, how do I get from here to here? I think part of that benefit is also being a cancer. So, you know, being about routine, then I understand the routine of being on time. Plus, when you have responsibility, man, I can't be the supervisor walking in at 8:05. I got to be there before the staff is there. right?
Because you got to check them for being late.
Right. And then I just can't get up and leave at 4:30.
Unless I'm let you go with this one, but unless you taking a travel like Giannis did.
That cat took a vacation to Europe, Africa, Brazil,
with the Greeks, didn't he?
Went to Canada.
I guess I don't know if that's an African step as opposed to a Euro step. So that's an Afro step.
No, but help me understand this, Arizona. Help me understand this. How you take one dribble from half court and make a layup? How?
Man, that dude, he took a Julius
In front of 20,000 people and the rest. And the rest are part of the 20. And now, hey, what's up?
Hey, and fade back and fall on the back like he only took 2 steps.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
How did that happen?
I go to a game and you see me, like, certainly if it's a hard foul, I be doing that. Throw a flag, dude. He just got bugged. What and wrestling back here, Roger Kent, we used to love Roger Kent, and you kind of get a little something.
All right,
all right, man. Where Roger Kent would be, because, you know, there were certain moves that was illegal.
Yeah.
Right? And, of course, if you ever watched AWA back in the day, the Vashon brothers had no sense of rules. What rules? What are we talking about? Rules. And so they did, which you don't see anymore because it is dangerous, the pile driver.
Oh yeah, they
don't do the pile driver.
No
too many neck injuries, right?
Yeah.
And then they would go, it's banned in most states. The Vashons could care less, man. I mean, it like I used to love, man. Their routine was like one of the best because if they bit, they gouged, they brought in foreign objects. These dudes were. I'm sorry.
So wait, so that the wrestling was AWA, it was WWF, and it was another one. WCW.
WCW was the old NWA.
It was old NWA?
Oh, NWA. They combined with Mid-South, where Jerry Lawler was.
Oh, okay,
in
okay.
Memphis.
Okay,
because
yeah.
Memphis had their own little circuit.
Yeah.
AWA was Vern Gagne, so that was Wisconsin, Illinois, Minnesota, because he was from Minnesota. And
so they only do one now. It's just only what?
Oh,
WWE?
man, because Vince McMahon. No, they got a new one now that they're doing with Turner, EW, Extreme Wrestling, or something like that. They do with Turner's gotten back in the boy. Turner doesn't own it anymore, but they've gotten back in the business. I don't watch the WWE anymore. The politics is all bad.
Yeah, and not only that, man.
Because when I saw Triple H at the White House, I was too through. I was like, okay.
See, but wrestling used to be real.
No, it never.
Well,
it was scripted.
Well, there was a point in time
it was still dangerous.
Yeah,
because the holes are real.
Yeah, and you getting hit in the head with them chairs. That was real.
They had a lot of, and they changed
they had that cage match.
Right. They
match.
changed the headshots. No longer do headshots. You see, they'll hit you on the back with the chair.
Yeah, but they won't hit you across the head.
They don't do headshots anymore. I mean, and again, remember talking about the pile driver is outlawed because wrestlers will put on oil, right, to look shiny, and I know it happened to Steve Austin where he got dropped on his neck and he never. So there's a lot of people, man, those injuries. Now, one of the things I remember watching a WrestleMania, and it was Mick Foley against The Undertaker.
Oh.
And it was a triple cage match.
Oh.
The Undertaker was supposed to just body slam Mick Foley. I don't know if you ever remember this. He body slammed him, and the top of the cage gave way, and dude came straight down to the mat.
So he was on top of the cage.
Yeah. The second.
I remember that.
And then I remember the Undertaker when they did an interview. He said, "I thought he was dead."
Yeah.
You can
remember that.
And then you know what happened to Owen Hart.
Yeah,
you know, when he fell. I mean, no, wrestling is scripted, but the moves are real, and you can and it's amazing because wrestlers will say they're always looking out for the health of the other wrestler.
Yeah.
So there's certain things, like it was the time that Hulk Hogan tore up his knee during a match. And part of it was the dude was supposed to come and do, Ric Flair was supposed to do the figure 4 on the ring post.
Yeah.
He said, dude. And the referees have a signal. letting you know the wrestler has been badly hurt.
Yeah.
And then the time Ric Flair had the heart attack in the ring,
Wow.
he had a heart attack. You know, it was like, so yeah, they go through, and then they have no union. I don't know what their health insurance is looking like, but I know the premium has to be real high because those injuries.
Yeah. I remember Mean Gene, man. That was my favorite
announcer.
Mean
Who
Gene.
got his start in the AWA?
Really?
Yeah, Roger Kemp was like, "Ref, do something! Come on, it's about. Come on, ref, do something." You know, I love the run-ins.
Yeah.
You know, when people just come in. And everybody just
a surprise.
It's like, come on, man. Yeah. We don't. But I'm gonna tell you, one of the best stunts ever. This was so good. Talk about the ability to edit. I think it was Triple H or somebody got in this limo. And then you show the limo, either they dropped something on it or crushed it. And you go like, wow. You got to remember, when they're showing you those tapes when they're out on the arena floor, that's a tape.
That's a tape. Yeah.
They're just running a loop right now.
Yeah.
So they were able to get them out the car, right? And then show the car being hit. Man, when you saw it in real time.
Yeah, it looked like, he was still
like he was still in the car.
So who was your favorite wrestler? Mine was Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
You like Hacksaw?
Hacksaw was a fool. Come in with that 2x4. Yeah, that 2x4. Yeah.
There was a wrestler. Well, I loved Nick Bockwinkel.
Remember him?
Yeah, Nick Bockwinkel was older.
So was he around the time with Junkyard Dog and all of them guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, by the time he was older, he had a couple of car dealerships here.
Really?
Who did I like in the I can tell you who my wife's favorite was.
Who?
Coco Beware.
Coco Beware, yeah. He had that curl.
Rhonda loved Coco Beware. And Frankie. She loved Coco Beware.
I remember he had that little bird on
Mick Foley. Mick Foley was Dude Love. I love what he did, Dude Love. He did the Rock and Sock connection with him and The Rock.
Yeah.
Who else was he? Mankind.
Yeah,
I mean, but Dude Love was probably one of his better gets things. But yeah, I love Mick Foley. Mick Foley lost an ear. This is how, he got his ear ripped off in Japan.
Really?
But yeah, and I told you about the stunt when he went through Mick Foley, man, great, smart dude. Like, he's written books, New York. But yeah, I think him, I hated Hulk Hogan. I found out Ric Flair was a racist, so I hate Ric Flair.
Macho Man Randy Savage was the dude.
Macho Man was
to put in work.
Oh no, my guy with the guitar. Oh, the Elvis thing.
Wait.
Oh God, what was his name? He had the guitar.
Not the Heart, dude.
No, not the Heart Found. What was this dude's name? But he had a guitar, and he looked like Elvis. Oh God, I cannot think.
His name?
What is that dude's name? Man, I'm gonna pull this up because I just love the way he didn't do a whole lot of wrestling, but he'd take you out with that guitar.
He hit you across the head with the guitar,
and they would put like talcum powder in there, so when you hit it, looked like it exploded.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that dude's name?
Say it's not the Ultimate Warrior. It's not
Ultimate Warrior.
No, he used to be my favorite too.
You like Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah, he'd jump off that top rope.
Steroids.
Yeah, I know.
Did you like Jim?
No, they had two Ultimate Warriors because the first one died.
Yeah, but by that time he was really a flash in the pan.
Oh.
He who else did I like? I liked Sid Vicious. I used to love the Road Warriors.
Oh,
I love
that. Was my
Warriors,
the Road Warriors.
The Legion of Doom.
So was it part of NWO?
No, the Road Warriors were their own little thing.
They had their own.
Yeah. NWO was Hulk Hogan.
Was the Rock part of them?
Kevin Nash, Razor Ramon.
And
then Six Pack.
Oh, that was okay. Part of NWO.
who did a porn movie with China. X-Pac. He did a porn movie with China because he was married to China.
Wow.
China was pretty good too.
Man, I used to love. What was they called? Man, they used to be on Sundays. They had the matches, but everybody used to get to the TV to watch the main event. It was called the main event, but it was something. It was with wrestling.
Yeah, that was WWE.
Main
Reason why
event.
it started off WWF, but the World Wildlife Federation sued them. That's why they went to World Wrestling Entertainment.
Worldwide Entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
Because of this copyright with WWF.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Let's see. Honky Tonk Man.
Honky
Tonk Man with
Elvis,
the guitar. Yeah, with the Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, he come in with that outfit. Hit you in the head with that guitar. Yeah, Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, that is.
Doc, you just brought back memories of
He
that.
was my favorites, man. Because I always liked I didn't like the people where they did the whole cartoonish piece on it. Sting was good.
Sting was good.
Sting
it was a lot of good
he's
wrestlers
still wrestling
back
too,
then, man.
He's still wrestling.
Like it was a lot of good wrestlers from Coco Beware to was it Junkyard Dog.
Junkyard Dog who couldn't wrestle.
All
he had was the bolo, right?
And that curl.
And that curl. Now Junkyard Dog was bald.
Which one hit the curl?
Coco
Beware. Yeah, because he had that parrot that used to sit on the show.
Coco Frankie.
Yeah. Coco Beware.
Man, Rhonda would just watch WrestleMania to watch. I don't know why she liked Coco Beware so much, but
yeah, that curl.
Was it the curl? Rhonda never had a curl.
So go, silky smooth.
So go. Hey, trivia. I mentioned it before. Who was the only major character from the original Coming to America that did not appear in the sequel, who did not die? Because I think
Arsenio Hall?
No, he was
he was in the sequel.
Oh man, James Earl Jones was still wearing him out.
So McDowell was that ain't his name, but
John Amos was in it.
John Amos was in it. Yeah. The chick, was it Jack? What was the chick? The light skinned girl?
No, she was in it.
She was in it.
Headley, she was in it. Yeah.
Wait, was the dude that had the soul glow? He wasn't in it.
That's correct. Eric LaSalle, who played Daryl.
Yeah, he wasn't in it.
Yeah, he was the only one. And then when they asked why, he said, "I had a scheduling conflict."
Yeah, I think it was money.
Oh man, that dude. But yeah, it was LaSalle, Eric LaSalle. I kept going like, "Where Daryl?" Soul glow.
How he left that stain on the couch. That was the funniest. The cat got up like he showed that stain.
Was her sister in it?
I think that was the one that liked.
No, the light skin, she was in it because they got married. But was her sister, the dark skinned sister,
the brown skin, the skinny one,
right?
I don't think she was in it.
I don't think she was in it either.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And you know, because I panned the movie, it's one of the worst movies ever.
Yeah, it's trash.
But it's great when you get to the credits. Because in the credits they have all those original people.
Oh yeah.
You know, they had Sexual Chocolate.
Yeah. yeah.
They had the twins.
Yeah.
They had, and then of course the guy, and this is where I got in trouble. The guy who ended up singing "You Are My Queen" or whatever.
You're my queen to be.
Well, you know who that was, right? That's John Legend.
Queen to be forever.
I met that dude.
John?
No, that dude that I'm gonna share a story which we'll get off. You're listening to Community Voice. How we doing over there, B? All right. You're listening to Community Voice. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. back and let me shout out Byron. What up, B?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's happening?
Back in the stew.
Back in the studio. I asked him how he was. He thought I asked where you been. He was like, I'm in slave quarters. So
The upper room.
in the upper room.
I swear.
They really working up there, boy. Oh man, the upper room. The upper room. Well, anyway, again, Bucks Warriors tonight.
Hey man,
I watched the end of the LA game yesterday, and
so that cat Reeves.
Yeah, they blew a 20-point lead though.
And Minnesota should have won that game, but again, Anthony wasn't playing, so I can understand that. But that cat Reeves, he's coming off of a 50-point
And
game,
then 41.
man. Then 41,
And then
So,
had the game winner
Then
last
had the
night.
game winner last night. So they saying right now they have never had over, what was it, 3 or 4 30-point scores, 30-point people that's averaging 30 points for the season right now, and I think they have 7 or 8 that's averaging 30-some points.
And then Boston beat Cleveland last night, didn't they?
Yeah, Boston beat Cleveland last night. Yeah.
And man, they're looking like the old Celtics, white.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I remember, man, one time the Celtics had 5 white players on the floor, and they ran this team out the gym.
I can
They
believe it.
ran them out the gym. Don't be believing those stereotypes, okay?
But one thing that is true, because I remember playing in school, we played, what was that, Muskego. And Muskego had those farm white boys, like just
Big dude.
big for nothing.
Yeah.
And I remember us coming in there and we warming up. And we had some brothers on the team, me and a couple other guys, man, that can jump good. So, going up in the layup line, they wouldn't allow you to dunk in the layup line.
That's correct.
So we would go up in the layup line, but we land the ball over the rim like this, but you can hear the crowd like, oh. Man, we got out on the court. The white boys ran us in the ground, man. Shooting threes, running plays, setting picks. We thought we was going to get out there and play street ball. Man, they played real organized ball by running plays, and they killed us with that 1-3-1 defense because we couldn't get through the 1-3-1. For some reason, we couldn't get through
Me
it.
and my boys played the Gus Macker. They'd be 3-on-3.
Yeah.
First game we got was these dudes who used to be football players.
Oh, my God.
Man, they physically abused us. It wasn't even, they didn't have the basketball talent,
Yeah.
but they physically abused us.
Just with the bumps and the rebound and
the
being
size.
yeah.
Sure, I used to, I thought I could play defensive end. And we scrimmaged South Milwaukee. That's JV. That's JV.
Yeah.
Man, they did a student body right.
And you got hit.
I got more than hit. I got trampled.
They knocked some common sense
Oh
into you.
man, and I kept rethinking. I don't like football this much.
Yeah, that happened to me, man. I'll never forget. We was playing in the homecoming game because back then the homecoming games was at the end of September,
Right.
and I remember it was kind of cool outside. It was cold a little bit. It was a Friday night, and our quarterback, though, his name was Jim Novak. Never forget him. This cat threw the ball over the middle, and that's one thing. Like these cats that's in the league that's catching the ball from the slant position and catching it over the middle. Man, I give you props all day long because coming across that middle blindsiding and you get hit, it knocks the life out of you. And I got hit so hard coming across the middle. It was a blindside hit. I think I laid there and prayed, like, Father God, if you're going to take me now, forgive me, because I got hit so hard. It knocked the life, knocked the cool out of me.
So your great grandmother, Big Bob, I'm coming home. And Big Bob didn't welcome you.
I could have sworn I saw the hands of Jesus.
Oh, your ancestors, they always come on home. Come on home, little homie. Come on.
Welcome home.
Welcome home. That dude, knocked me into my ancestors.
Hit me so hard.
Oh man, we were doing nutcrackers. Everybody know what nutcrackers are?
Oh,
that
yeah.
one-on-one.
Yeah.
And I'll call his name, man. Good dude.
Yeah.
Jim Formolo.
Yeah.
Jim Formolo, because this dude was just solid.
So did y'all have to start from the down position?
Yeah.
And then you jump up and get at him, right?
It didn't matter. Man, this dude laid me out. Once again, I'm rethinking, do I really want to play football?
Oh, man.
And then I'm going to tell you, the coldest part of the game is when you on the bench and you not playing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The first AFY game I signed
Doc.
up for, they didn't know how to play me. Right over here at Lincoln Park, man. And that's the wind is blowing through my
Cold
helmet.
as a fool,
Helmet
man.
was too big.
Yeah.
It was cold. Like,
Yeah.
put me in, coach.
Yeah, I mean, because at least you can warm up by running around.
Oh,
and
yeah,
sweating.
you go.
Yeah.
But, man, standing on the sidelines, dude,
Yeah, I quitting.
I
went to
figured it
basketball.
out. I wasn't Rudy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I went to basketball,
man.
man.
Yeah,
I
and
tried
that was the whole thing
baseball.
about basketball, too.
Yeah.
But I told somebody, get 13 sucks. But one of the biggest days was I was playing for Keith Avenue Social Center,
Mm.
and I got a uniform.
Oh, now when you get that
legitimate-
uniform,
I slept in
something
that
about-
uniform.
yeah,
I
sir.
wore it to school
Yes,
under
sir.
my shirt. I had my
yeah.
little uniform on,
Yeah.
man. I was so happy
Yeah.
to have a uniform.
Yeah.
It was just like, because that's a lot of times, that's probably why some people join
Yeah, man, they want that feeling of
want that
having a
gear,
uniform.
man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I was,
Wow.
and I'll never forget that it was red and white.
And it's funny that you said it because I remember the first team that I played on getting that uniform and just not wanting to take that uniform off. Like you
man.
would wear it under everything.
We're at the church.
Yeah, you wear it under everything. Like, man, that's my uniform.
Got my uniform on, man.
And my favorite player back then was Magic Johnson. So I wore number 32 when I played.
Okay.
And I've never told my son that, I wore 32.
Why did Magic? What was his number in college? Do you remember?
Was it 33? Yeah, it was
And
33.
why couldn't he wear 33?
I think because it was retired.
No, somebody was actually wearing it.
No, Kareem, right?
Kareem was wearing
Yeah, Kareem was
it.
right.
And then when Shaq got there, I think Shaq was 34.
Yeah, he was
He
34.
didn't wear 33.
Yeah, it's 34.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm all, when I see people, I saw a Cowboy game and this dude had on Tony Dorsett's, had 22. I'm going, y'all didn't retire
Now
TDs?
well, what they would do is they would retire it, but then when the player come in, they can sell that number, so you can sell it.
Yeah, well, I know, because what was Parsons' number?
What was it 8?
Who has 8 with the Packers? Oh,
No, it was 11.
11.
Well,
So that's
Parsons-
why he went to 1.
No. Parsons number was 8, so he went to 1. I thought it was 8.
Somebody has
No,
in
his number was 11.
It
Jacobs.
was number 11 in Dallas.
Was
Yeah,
it 11?
So
in Dallas?
Jacob is 8.
Jacobs is 8.
Yeah,
His
so
number
he
was
took
11,
1.
though.
Who?
Parsons' number was 11.
So
In
who's 11
Dallas.
with the Packers?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Or maybe he wanted a fresh start.
Yeah, because I think Matthew Golden is 0
Yeah, he's the first Packer player
to ever wear 0.
wear 0.
Yeah.
You better have some game.
Man, he doing it.
Jaden Reed.
Jaden Reed.
Jaden Reed. Yeah.
He got number 11. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it wasn't a fresh start. He just couldn't get the number.
No, well, so you can actually buy
You can
it.
buy it, right?
Yeah.
It's
It's just-
but
You
dude,
just
gonna
if
be
the
like,
numbers is crazy.
give me 200,000,
1,000.
right? And
Nah, it's cool.
dude, the number's yours.
I don't want it that bad.
And double digits, same double digits.
Oh,
Those are star numbers.
oh. Now I noticed in the NBA, you got VJ that's wearing number 77. I think Luka wears 77 too, though. So that was a number that, it wasn't common in the league.
Yeah, those big numbers. A lot of that, like hockey, because
Yeah.
hockey had those big numbers.
Yeah.
But there's certain numbers you just like. If you look at what was what's the dude's name? Defensive lineman from Ohio State, Chase.
Oh yeah.
When
They went
he-
to Washington. And then
Yeah,
they
but what he's not with
he's
Washington.
not
now.
Washington no more.
I think he
would.
could be with the Texans.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a single digit. So you saw all these big linemen. You 340 pounds with number 8.
right.
Dude, you stretching that 8,
Yeah,
man.
Doc,
You
stretching that thing.
you stretching that, man. But I took 44 in high school because I was such a David Thompson fan. I wish I had some of David Thompson's talent. My coach thought it was Donnie Anderson. Donnie Fumble Anderson? No,
Keith Van Horn wore number 44. He was
doggone it.
Keith
Van Horn.
Hey, but Keith was kind of cold when he was with the Jet. When he was with the
Anytime you get a player out there, do you share a name with
Keith Van Horn?
You share a name
He was
with
kind of dope, man. He was trashed when he came to us, though.
When he out of BYU?
I forgot what. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Like he was trash when he came to the Bucks.
You see somebody out there with your name, but you know, one of the great names, they were showing an old Dallas game. I think the year they won the Super Bowl back in the 70s. One of the greatest sports names ever was Golden Richards. Golden Richards, you got to be like an old Cowboy fan, but Golden Richards was blonde. His hair with blonde hair would come out of the back of the helmet, and he could run. Really? He was like Jordy. He could run. Yeah, Golden Richards. That was a great name. That you know, so every now and then people will you know, now you got to live up to that name.
Yeah.
You know, so it was easy to live up to Keith.
So what about Don Beebe? I used to like Don Beebe.
Well, Don Beebe?
Don Beebe
took some hits though.
Yeah, he did. And then they tried to outright his helmet, you know, design he was coming up with back then, but now they wearing them now.
Oh yeah, because he was little, but he took a lot of hits. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning. Oh, lost him. Okay. All right, man. Well, let me thank you all. Byron, always good seeing you, man.
Peasky. Hey man, I want my revenge, brother.
Take it easy.
Dude, this cat whooped me so bad and man.
How big is your screen?
At home?
Yeah.
75 inch.
I really, man, I went over and I saw it is amazing. Have you ever go to somebody else's crib and this stuff always look better? You might have the same stuff, but it just looked better. Mm-hmm. And I got like a 55 inch, but I was over somebody's pot, and he's a gamer, and he had like this 70. I was like, I need to get me a bigger TV.
Doc, you can see everything, and I saw every bit of this whooping this dude put on me on my screen. I was yelling through the headset. This cat was he was whooping me so bad.
You can do Roberto Duran, no mas. Caller, welcome to the program.
Turn the game off.
It doesn't sound like it was a mercy rule. Caller, welcome to the program.
Hey, morning.
What's happening?
Local black men ESPN. I love it.
Espen. Right.
You fellas do a good job, though, man.
Welcome to the Ocho, dude.
Right. Oh, man. Just don't get me on that hot chair. Like,
Have you seen, like, now, speaking of the Ocho, have you seen the dog diving?
No,
oh my God, the dog diving is good, man. What's happening, man?
You know, let's go back. Boyd Gowler, Zubrakowski, Carol Dale. They called him the Deer.
Yeah, Carol Dale. Yeah.
What about Travis Williams, the Road Runner? Yeah,
University of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
And speaking of University of Wisconsin, Taylor is getting down, dude.
Yeah.
And Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
See, but you know, he almost came to Green Bay.
Well,
he almost came to Green Bay before they got
they might go to the Super Bowl this year. Don't sleep on the Colts.
I don't know, man.
Oh man.
The Patriots look
that's
good.
That's gonna be a little too advanced. That experience when they get to that second level, they might get past that first round, but I don't know. But, you know, it might not go that far. I wanted to share something with y'all. Back when we went to State Madison, well, actually, we lost at State in 76, and then these young boys came along and went to State. I forgot who they beat.
Oh, 76. Is that Keith Gibson?
Yeah, that's my buddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We played against you guys 75.
Okay. Yeah. I played for Briggs and Stratton. Did you play for L. Smith?
No, man. I wasn't in the industrial league. That's the old industrial league, man. I wasn't in the industrial league.
Hey, man, some of them brothers was right, though. Some of them came out of Lincoln.
Yeah.
And then, Sherrod, not Sherrod. Remember Sherrod, though? Back in the day, that was before my time, kind of, but
Clarence
I
Sherrod?
remember him.
Yeah.
Yep, Clarence Sherrod. And then, but what I was, the thought that I was gonna make is, so it was a coach Roselle, whatever, he's a white guy, old white guy. So when they won state, them young brothers, they was just the stuff. I think that was along about 80. And so
that was Durrell Flowers.
Yeah,
Chucky
Flowers.
Johnson.
Okay. Man, you got a good memory.
Yeah,
you're an elephant for real.
Yeah.
But so what I was gonna say, so what he did, the coach did, what was his name? Anyway, he got on TV. I remember Channel 24 then, because of what we didn't have like 5 channels. And so he got on. He said, "Now that goes to prove everybody that you can take a group of black men out of the urban environment and train them and teach them how to play basketball, and this is what you get." And I tried to look that up everywhere I possibly could, and I could never find that. And we were like, "What? Did he really go there, man?" He actually was trying to make them brothers look like,
Who
that
was the Repka brothers?
Oh yeah, that was the team that lost. Repka them lost with Kenny.
Yeah, they went to state. Wasn't that 74? That team went to
because I went to the military the following year.
Yeah, they
no,
75. Because 74, because that year it was Lincoln, Madison, North, and Superior. I thought Madison made it that year. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know the Repka brothers were playing.
Yeah, they was, and that one brother had 31 points.
They were the truth. They could shoot.
And he did. He had an outside shot out as well. Basically, that's all he had. He didn't have no inside game at all.
Right.
But they did pretty good though, man. But no, I just wanted to kind of share them a couple thoughts with y'all. How you think about Pax? What they're gonna? Let me ask you this: did you know that? And I'm a fan of Rodgers in a sense, but I'm more of a fan of the coach. That I don't think he's gonna lose his job if whatever happened.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll lose his job. But what I was going to say is that the Packers. But do you know that A-Rod, if he would have won that game, he would have actually beat all 32 teams in the league?
The only team he's never beaten is Packers. That's correct.
That would have been the only team he never would have beat. And so I don't know how they're going to do going forward, but I really see the Packers going quite a ways with their defense now, how we're starting to gel. And I don't think the Packers are going to be shut down too quick. And I'm not jumping the gun, but I just see a lot going on there. And it's,
they got a pretty favorable schedule looking at how some of these teams are looking right now. So, they get it. But like you said, it ain't a matter of them getting to the playoffs. It's them getting through the playoffs.
Absolutely. Is Lamar going to come back before the season over?
I don't know. I think he will. Yeah.
What is he dealing with? What is this? Is it a hamstring or Achilles?
Or a calf.
Or calf, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. But who do you think the hottest? I'm gonna ask you this and I'll let you get going. Who do you think the hottest quarterback right now? I'm gonna leave him in there too. But who's the hottest quarterback? Maybe over there in Buffalo? No.
Buffalo, and then May is playing very well with the Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah, he's.
Is they undefeated? Is the Patriots undefeated?
No, but they're better than people thought they were going to be. I think they like 2. Yeah, they're better than people.
Okay.
Drake May, right? Some. Yeah. All right, man.
I'm not familiar. Thank you, my man.
Got to go,
Bye-bye.
man. I appreciate you. Debo, thank you. Byron, thank you. Jermaine, thank you. Clark, thank you.
Who you with?
He done moved on. Hey, good Lord willing, creek don't rise. Hope to talk to everybody tomorrow. And as always, go from this place in peace.